Now, this vote today failed 51 to 39. It did not clear the filibuster, but Chuck Schumer changed his vote to a no, I think so he could bring the bill forward again. So what's next for the Right to Contraception Act?
Yeah, we're definitely going to see this issue surfacing again closer to November. And I think that, as you indicated, seeing that Majority Leader Schumer is reversing and wanting to push this issue out further is a decision about when this is going to really capture maximal attention. It's very clear that the issue since the Dobbs decision in June of 2022, we've had 2 years of many successes for Democratic candidates and in election cycles in those 2 years, where the issues around public popular support for reproductive health access and greater liberalization in this area is something that voters support. So that clearly the Democratic leadership wants to time this issue right to get attention to it and make this an issue that drives things. So I think we're going to see this issue come up sometime in the next how long do we have? 5 months, so a little bit under. So it's going to be. I promise you, this will be in front of the Senate again before the summer's over.
I would think that the Republican side might want a victory here, right? Something that protects the right to birth control that they could then tout in the November elections. But that doesn't necessarily seem to be what we saw here with the vote today. Why do you think?
I think the Republican Party has to navigate between a small part of the electorate, a minority, who are in the strongly pro-life camp, for whom contraception is is an unpopular issue, and where these forms of contraception that can actually be used in the immediate aftermath to prevent a pregnancy for several days after are really actually objectionable to in the pro-life community. So meanwhile, on the other side, Republican candidates want to be able to run in the mainstream and attract a majority of voters and really portray these issues as being peripheral. So Republicans are caught a little bit on this issue, and one of the big questions certainly is going to be who succeeds in either making this a peripheral issue, which is the Republican goal, or making this a centerpiece issue that voters actually make decisions on, which is the Democrats' goal. So we've got really like this push and pull that makes Republicans not want to have this be a sort of centerpiece issue, and want voters to sort of put it to the side and vote on other issues, whether it's immigration, whether it's the economy, anything but this, because it's divisive for them.